Dark, suspenseful music plays in the background. The screen fades in with the waves of the Atlantic Ocean crashing against a deserted shore. A narrator's voice begins, calm but heavy with tension. In the year 1587, more than 100 men, women, and children set sail from England. Their dream was to build a new life, a new England, across the vast ocean. Led by Governor John White, they landed on a small island off the coast of what is now North Carolina. It was called Roanoke Island. To these families, it was the beginning of hope. To history, it became the beginning of one of America's darkest mysteries. They built homes, planted crops, and tried to establish what was meant to be the first permanent English settlement in the New World. They even witnessed the birth of a child, Virginia Dare, the first English child born on American soil. For a moment, it seemed as though the colony might thrive. But the wilderness was harsh. Supplies were short. Relations with local tribes were uncertain. Governor John White made the difficult decision to return to England for help, promising his people that he would return quickly with food, tools, and reinforcements. But fate had other plans. England was at war with Spain, and White's ships were seized for battle. What should have been a quick return became a 3-year delay. By the time he finally sailed back to Roanoke in 1590, the island was silent. The settlement was deserted. The houses had been dismantled. No signs of a fight, no bodies, no graves. Only 2 strange carvings remained. On a tree, the letters CRO. On a wooden post, a single word, Croton. This word was the name of a nearby island and of a friendly tribe that once helped the settlers. White believed his people might have gone there. But storms forced his ships back out to sea, and he was never able to search. The trail ended there. The colonists, men, women, and children, were gone forever. What happened at Roanoke? Theories have haunted historians for more than 4 centuries. Some believe the settlers starved to death, abandoned by their homeland and consumed by the merciless wilderness. Others argue they integrated with the Croatan tribe, marrying into their people to survive. Archaeological evidence suggests this may be true. Fragments of English pottery and tools have been discovered on nearby sites, mingled with native artifacts. But there are darker possibilities. Some historians suspect a Spanish raid, carried out in secret to destroy the colony before England could gain a foothold in the New World. Others whisper of bloodshed with rival tribes who saw the settlers as intruders. Still others turn to the unexplainable, strange illnesses, curses, or something far older lurking in the forests of the island. The surviving documents, some preserved until a courthouse fire in 1963, spoke of things no mining family should have been involved in. They recorded the use of miners and servants in endurance tests deep underground, the effects of isolation, starvation, and darkness on the human mind, and bizarre references to unlocking the Kappa's spirit through blood sacrifice. 3 generations of Hartwells had been keeping these records. The handwriting changed, but the obsession deepened. This wasn't just mining. It was ritual. It was science twisted into something monstrous. Authorities quickly sealed the tunnels, officially citing structural collapse. But the locals knew better. Whispers spread that something had been found in the deepest shafts, something not human, but not entirely inanimate either. A shape in the copper. A figure fused with the stone. Whatever it was, it terrified even the officials who came to investigate. And so, in 1847, the Hartwell copper mine was sealed. Permanently. In the decades since, theories have swirled about the Hartwells' fate. Some believe the family was consumed by their own greed, working themselves to death in the mine, their bodies never recovered. Others point to the journals, suggesting that the Hartwells had uncovered forbidden knowledge, something alchemical, something occult, and were destroyed by it. Folklore tells of miners who hear voices near the sealed shaft, whispers carried on the wind. Some claim to see figures with copper skin wandering the hills at night. And skeptics? They say it's just another ghost story, exaggerated by time. But the fact remains, a family once among the wealthiest in early America, vanished without a trace. The Hartwell copper mine remains sealed, its secrets buried in darkness. The records that survived the fire now sit hidden away in federal archives, their contents classified. And so the question lingers. What did the Hartwells truly uncover beneath Kentucky soil? Was it simply copper, or something far more dangerous? One day, perhaps the mine will be reopened. Until then, the hills remain silent. But if you ever find yourself 43 miles east of Lexington, standing near those forgotten ridges, listen carefully. Because some say the ground itself still whispers. And if you listen long enough, you might just hear the last screams of the Hartwell family, echoing from the tunnels below. This has been Shadows of History. And the story of the Hartwell copper mine is far from over.